Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our webinar today on ClubPay and its HR tools that can help your club thrive. We know you all have busy schedules, so it means a lot. Means a lot to us that you would take time out of your day to join us. So as always, we're going to do everything we can to make it worth your while. On the line today, we have Sarah Bandy. Sarah is a solutions consultant at CertaPay, who is our partner in bringing ClubPay to our clients, and she will be giving us a live demo of the ClubPay platform. We also have our resident ClubPay expert here at Jonas, Colby Spooner. He is going to be helping us answer any questions you may have. Sarah, Colby, how are we doing today?
Great, thank you. Glad to be here.
Good, besides my dog barking, but that's joys of it.
All good, all good. And also, my name is Brendan Butchermus. I'm a marketing associate here at Jonas Club Software, and I'll be the host for the webinar today. So just quickly running through the agenda for the session. First, we'll start off with some quick housekeeping notes, and then we're going to have Sarah take us through the ClubPay features listed on the screen. That's going to start with applicant tracking, where you will see how to create a job posting on ClubPay and have it be shown on 70 of the most popular online job boards, as well as create automated applicant scores based on custom criteria. Next, you'll see in action the user-friendly employee onboarding system, which helps eliminate manual paperwork and allows you to see the completion status of the various requisite forms. After that, we'll dive into time and attendance and how you have the capability to have employees check in via fingerprint or set geofencing parameters for other check-ins. And lastly, you'll see how ClubPay offers over 250 pre-built reports, as well as the ability to create custom reports so you can see your actual spending versus budget or coverage by position, just to name a few. Also, as always, we'll end with a Q&A session following the demos. Just a couple things to note. First is that all your lines are muted, so please, if you have any questions, use the questions box on your panel, and we will try to get to all of them during the Q&A period. Also, after this session, we'll be sending out a recording of the webinar in case you want to watch it again or share it with a team member, so keep your eyes open for that follow-up email. So some of you may know, ClubPay is one of the 13 brands under the Jonas umbrella. It falls into the category of our value-added products, along with our member survey tool, Member Insight, and our business intelligence solution, Metrics First. Additionally, we offer web and mobile solutions for clubs. That is the red area of the chart here. And lastly, in blue, we have our enterprise management systems like Jonas Club Management and Jonas Encore that I'm sure you're familiar with. These 13 brands are comprised of over 250 employees and combined have completed 5,000 installations worldwide. As a whole, we try to be the single source vendor for private clubs. We offer technology spanning the entire club operation, including accounting, fitness, food and beverage, sports events, even sailing and marinas. So just in case there are some on the line that are not familiar with ClubPay, it is a third-party HR and payroll solution that is specifically designed to meet the needs of private clubs. Its services are broken down into a few categories. They're applicant tracking, online onboarding, timekeeping, payroll and tax processing, learning management system, and HR support center. Today, we'll be focusing on the first three categories that were mentioned, but if you would like more info on the others, you can visit our website or reach out to Colby. These services are all offered on an a la carte basis, and we can meet with your club to provide consulting services to determine what would suit your club based on your needs. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it off to Sarah, and she's going to dive into ClubPay here.
Perfect. Let me get my screen showed for you. All right, so just to double check, can you confirm that my screen is now shared?
Yep, we can see it there, Sarah.
Perfect. All right, so the first thing that we're going to go through is applicant tracking. So just to keep it very high level, I'm just going to hit the high notes. If you need more information or would like a deeper dive, you can always reach out to us. I'd be happy to do one-on-ones. But with applicant tracking, we're going to create a site that is specific to your club. So of course, this one is modeled after ClubPay, but yours would have your colors, your graphics, your logo. It's fully translatable and mobile friendly, and all of your open positions can be posted and filtered down based on location. On the admin side of things, you can not only post all of your open positions, but advertise them to any of the different job boards that you're seeing on the screen without having to have an account with any of them. That does include Indeed, ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn, Monster, Talent.com, all of those big names that you're familiar with. Once your job has been posted, you're going to start reviewing your applications that come in. Each application that comes in can be tailored, excuse me, And you'll be able to see if they've applied for any other positions that you've posted. If I continue to scroll on this screen, it's going to show me the entire application, or I can jump to specific areas like screening or knockout questions that can be scored as well as marked as disqualifiers, and that process will be automated. If they're disqualified here, it will change their status to disqualified and send them the disqualification email. It can be fully integrated with your background screening or drug testing options, and you'll be able to view the report right here on the same screen. We also have an e-form system to where you can send out any pre-hire forms with an approval hierarchy, things like NDAs or offer letters. And then, of course, it is a fully single sign-on with the onboarding system. You can send your applicant directly into the onboarding system here just by answering a few questions. Now, the onboarding system is, again, a single sign-on. So if I click View Onboarding Profile, it's going to open up to her new hire profile and show me all of her forms. It'll show me her contact information, allow me to process E-Verify, and of course, all of her forms. These forms are completely club specific, so if you're happy with your new hire packet the way that it is, all we'll do is make that exact packet electronically fillable and put them in the system. We do also have a standard form library. If there are certain forms that you don't have or maybe would like to just review, you'll have full access to those. All of our forms are never purged. You can keep them in here forever. And each employee is also prompted to upload copies of documents of your choosing. Typically, it's the 2 forms of ID for the I-9 and a void check or bank letter. But if you have, let's say, a spa or a public pool, you can have lifeguard certifications or any type of document that you wish for them to upload. And since it is mobile friendly, if they are completing these forms on a device with a camera, they just snap a quick picture and then we'll upload that for you. The best part about this system is that it will trigger the employee's information to go right into the payroll system automatically for you once all forms have been submitted and approved. So all of their demographics, their tax information, their pay allocation, their emergency contacts, all of that feeds in for you so that you don't have to re-enter it, and your employee has effectively onboarded themselves. Once they have transferred into the payroll, this is what your main homepage will look like. And this is going to give you all of the information that you might need kind of at a glance. So it's going to show you your total number of employees, departments, your next check date, your gross pay by check date, anniversaries, turnover, and birthdays for the month, as well as a to-do list that will remind you of certain items based on employee type. Across the top, you have all of your main navigation, of course, the payroll and HR profile, and a couple time-saving features that might be helpful. So if your club happens to be seasonal, we do have a mass update feature that will allow you to update earnings, deductions, or statuses all at the same time. So when you go into out of season, rather, you can change every seasonal active employee over to seasonal inactive. We will also calculate all of your accrued earnings, vacation, sick, PTO, and send those into the time and attendance system to be used. Fully process your payroll. Track any human resource items like benefits, total comp statements, and injuries, as well as generate your general ledger report. So if you have your accounting software, of course, with Jonas, we are fully interfacing with them. So we're going to have that report in the format that you need it, and all you have to do is upload it right in. Including in those reports, like Brendan mentioned earlier, we have about 200 and some odd standard reports ready for you to run, and those run the gamut from retirement to accrued earnings to cash requirements to employee listings, general ledger reporting, labor distribution, job costing, payroll registers in almost any way you could imagine, and the same thing with HR reporting, benefit reconciliation, certifications that are expiring, disciplinary action, EEO information, new hire reporting. Everything that you might need is here. And if you find one that you like, you can mark it as a favorite and you won't have to scroll through all of those reports. Further step than a favorite, you also have batch reporting. So what that means might be different to some of you, but it's a group report. So if I run these 8 reports every payroll, I put them in my group. change my date range, and every time I come in, I just have to click email, and it will run those reports and email them to me for me so that I don't have to go one by one. If by chance one of these reports doesn't work for exactly what you need, then we also include with ClubPay what we refer to as data tool. It's our custom report writer, and any field that exists in ClubPay can be pulled into a report, and you will have full access to that builder if you'd like to build your own, as well as the ability to just give us a call and say, I would like a report that has this, this, and that in it, and it needs to be formatted this way. And we'll build that report for you. That does not cost anything extra to do so. Now, moving forward from the payroll and HR system, we also have a full-fledged time and attendance. Now, I've just logged in as an admin or a manager to show you a couple things. You can customize this dashboard to any different item that you might want, as well as approve dropped shifts. So your employees can request to drop a shift or request to pick up a shift if you'd like to. There's a full scheduling tool where you can schedule your employees for up to 5 different tasks within any given day. You can copy one from another. You can view it in a monthly view to make sure that you have appropriate coverage on, again, any given day. And once you publish it, it will go out via email or text based on your employee's preference. A full leave request system. They can request time off via their cell phone or on the website. And then again, you can review them either in a monthly view or in a list view. You can also export that out to any calendar program you'd like. Your employee's profile will come directly in from ClubPay so that you won't have to recreate it. All of it will be populated here, including the ability to put in different wage rates per different department. There's also full reporting here. So we have about 150 on the time and attendance side, and all of these reports can be scheduled. So if you have your budget built out, we can review the budgeted versus scheduled versus actual. So as an example, if I go into that budget report, I set my parameters, and the report is viewed right on the screen. From that point, if I'd like to, I can also schedule this report to have it sent to me or anyone else at any given date or time repeatedly. So this is good for approaching overtime or to make sure that your schedule is staying on your budget. Last but not least, we also have a full employee self-service system. And this, well, of course I would time out, but this system is going to allow your employees to go in and register themselves. They can review any previous pay stubs. It's a single sign-on with our time and attendance and with our benefit enrollment. And you can also upload different announcements to them. So those announcements can be pictures, they can be videos, they can be anything that you might like. Brennan, is there anything specific, or Colby, that you'd like me to touch on in more depth, or do you guys want to open it up for questions?
I think we can open it up directly into questions and then be able to dive in from there based off of what we hear.
All right, sounds good. So I do see that one question was submitted, and so I was just checking in with it. There is not direct communication between employees. However, when they log in, they will be able to request that they drop a shift. Here, I'll show you that real quick while we have a couple minutes waiting for other people. So I can go in, and if I see on my schedule down here at the bottom, this is as an employee view, I can request to drop this shift. It goes to my supervisor for approval. Once it's approved, it goes on the available shift. So if I would like to accept this shift, I click accept, and it will then go to that supervisor for approval and get put on my schedule once approved. But they cannot talk directly through the system.
Yeah, so we'll give it a couple. Yeah, we look like we got another question come in here.
The notification is up to the employee. And so if they sign up for text, it will be via text. If they don't, then it would be via email. Very welcome.
As I say, we'll give it a minute or so here to see if any more questions come on in. But just remember, if you think of another question later on, you can always reach out to Colby. You can get you an answer to your question.
For sure.
And just to, while we're waiting for additional questions, if we need to, a couple other things to talk about is that, like we mentioned in the beginning, we do have solutions from start to finish of the employee lifecycle. So we just showcased a couple today, but there is also the ability to have a full HR support center, which is, if you're familiar with SHRM, it's ClubPay's version of SHRM. It gives you access to an unlimited number of forms, guides, different updates when federal or state level items change. And it's also a single sign-on with our learning management system, to where you can not only assign training courses that are sometimes required by the state, like the mandated sexual harassment, but also a course catalog of over 300 courses, in addition to uploading your own custom courses. You can track who has taken the course and also report on certifications to make sure that you have that compliance in your corner. We also have a benefit enrollment tool, to where, again, it is a single sign-on with the employee self-service. They don't have to log in or out anywhere else, and they can enroll in their benefits completely electronically. And then once that happens, those deductions will feed right into payroll for you, and also possibly out to your insurance carrier themselves. So there are a lot of different options available if you need them.
So yeah, it looks like that's it for the questions. So I think we'll wrap this one up. But thank you so much, Sarah, for joining us today. It was really nice to get a live look at the platform, and hope everybody on the line enjoyed it and learned a lot. And again, everybody. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say thank you for having me. I appreciate the ability to be able to show you guys what we offer.
Awesome. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us today, and have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, Brennan. See ya.